Tirico, along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The bootleg. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Let's go.
On the kill, it's Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. First grab this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, shot.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll get back to Kadero Hart. And he's out of bounds with the first down, but looks like this one might be coming back. On second down, Penix. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up third down.
7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Fake the give, and now here's Rourke. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 33 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They run out of the gun, and here's James. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down. Work. That's the versatile Jordan James. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 11. Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Kittle is the man in motion. Here's James. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On second down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
We are through one here on Wild Card Weekend. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know, because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Penix. He'll look underneath here for Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On the ground, it's Taylor. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big...
And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. Both team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
From the gun, here is Rourke. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Renardo Green there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 33, here's second and 6.
Here we go, set.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Out to his right. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Throwing is Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go!
Here's Penix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's brought down after a game of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Punt to his right. He keeps it himself. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
They'll run here with Taylor. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Ready? Bronco 80. Check go.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal.
70 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. Set. Hawk 7. Bronco 80.
They'll start on the ground with James. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. To the air now, 2nd down, and here is Rourke. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Rourke. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up being completed.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
A run with gain. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Boyd brought it down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw with Rourke. They set up the screen to James. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
22 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
On the handoff, this is James. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Fake the give, and now here's Rourke. As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Rourke. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains level.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchdown. Run up the middle with James. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Rourke will throw on 2nd down. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run the toss here to James. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rourke. Headed left. The coverage too good downfield. He'll wind up taking him down.
Every time the quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and says, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
On 3rd and long, here is Rourke. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco. Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go. 70 left, 17.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Defensively on third down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing the turnover?
They'll go with James. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll run the draw with James. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
On 3rd and a yard, it's worked. That is caught side of the end zone. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 24-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be marked down the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Tag. Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready? Roll, pump, set.
They'll go with him again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
On the set.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Russell.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It is brought in the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Atlanta. Here's Coop for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons back within 7. It's 24-17.
Falcons 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, check that.
On 1st and 10, it's James. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's the way to get started. Pick up a 17 and a very quick first down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Kittle is the man in motion.
Let's go.
They keep it on the ground with James. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. It is Rourke. Very quick throw there, but it's not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Rourke. That's pumped by Watkins. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the 49er 1st down.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rourke. Into the hands of Watkins. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
On 2nd down, Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
19 Tigers, go!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney, and that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
19 tight. Check go.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, The better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more...
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Running here is James. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, and it's a throw by Rourke. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. Velus Jones back deep. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
On the set. Go!
On first down, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll throw. It's Penix. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Track 60. Get up. Take up.
Penix going to throw again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
Here we go.
Penix on third down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And the gun is Pickett. With the man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line. Getting the job done on fourth. And now it's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you gotta make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On fourth down, Pickett forced out wide. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
48-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? Mustang up to 70, Timberwolf.
Throwing is Penix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Michael Williams. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Down. on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
He's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play. On 4th and long.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless. Going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, go.
Pickett to throw. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone, and incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is Koo for the point after. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
60 Eagles.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.